And you did that.
I predicted that shit. I'd like to open with an anecdote that
Is it anecdote or antidote? Antidote is something that saves you.
antidote
in like
it's
Resident
a cure.
Evil.
Yeah, it's like it's like the opposite of the virus.
I got the antidote. Yeah, antidote is like a little story, right?
Anecdote, I guess. I don't
Anecdote?
know. Anecdote.
It's the word. Whatever word you just said. Yeah.
Most of the time when I'm speaking English, I don't pronounce all the letters that are in words.
You speak it in English.
So, all right. You asked about this before we started, and I said that I would tell the story on the pod, right? I'll try to make it quick, okay? Basically, the city of Chicago, I like to say, first of all, fuck you, and not the city, but the governing body of city of Chicago. I scored a rare victory on them this week, and it was bittersweet.
I scored a rare victory.
And I was so mad because I just really wanted it to just be sweet, but it had to be bitter too, right? So, throughout the city, they have random speed cameras, speed traps trying to catch you, and the problem with that is a lot of times they're flawed. So, in about, I think June maybe, I got a ticket in the mail from them saying that, hey, you were going 11 miles over the limit. Now, I am not one to not speed, so I was like, this probably happened.
That seems like a small amount over the speed limit.
Well, I was on a city street. I'm not going more than that.
Okay.
No,
I'm just playing.
So I was like, all right, cool. I'll take this one on the chin, and I will go ahead and pay it, right?
This may be the first drink of water I've had
all weekend.
Since yesterday morning for sure.
And we'll get to your weekend too.
Yeah.
I want to start with this real fast. But so I got a ticket in the mail in June, paid it, and then probably about like a week or so.
Lifeblood.
Probably like a week or so ago, I got another ticket in the mail. I was like, oh hell no, because I know that I have immediately shifted my driving ways.
All I keep hearing while you're telling this story, I'm sorry, not your story, but the way you're telling it is like, it sounds like Biggie's, I'm up in his broad, I know he won't like this.
Nah, it's not quite that.
I know, but it's like, I just keep hearing you saying, I got a story to tell. Like, who y'all talking to, man?
Yeah, I mean, that's what podcast is, a collection of stories, and we story tell here.
Bitch better talk
but
to
they're
him.
real stories. I never have told a story that has not been
Put
true.
a spark to him.
I maybe have
around,
exaggerated
shit,
details.
Huh?
Said I maybe have exaggerated details. But
Okay.
Makes
Anyways,
likely.
all right.
So,
well,
all
I'm
right.
sorry. That's all. That's the first thing I heard when you said I'm gonna begin with an antidote. I just heard I got a story to tell.
So, all right. So then I got this ticket, and I was like, all right, this can't be right.
If we were a really good podcast, I'd have that queued up.
We are a moderately good podcast.
I'll give us moderate to moderately good,
I'll
like somewhere
accept
in the middle, wherever moderately good and moderate lie. Whatever's in the middle of that, that's where we're at.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
All right.
Anyway, so I was like, all right, I ain't doing this, right? So I went on the website.
I ain't doing this.
I ain't doing this. I went on the website and I was like, I'm disputing this, right? And the nice thing is, like, they make it where you can dispute and have like a Zoom thing and just like
Zoom
plead your
called
case.
them, like you talked to them?
No. That's how they change things now, right? But so after I put that dispute in, the next day I got 2 emails. The emails both said, and one was for the prior ticket and one was for this one that they gave me. And they were like, after further review, it appears that this ticket was issued in error. Call this number for a refund. Both of the emails said that. Now, mind you, unfortunately, I was a responsible adult and paid the first one, even though, I couldn't dispute it and accurately have proof that it wasn't me.
Yeah, when they get you on camera, half the time it's pretty hard.
But I knew something was funky because the speed, on the picture when they show you on the
Something's
website,
funky
it tells
in
you
here.
how fast you were going, and it said 36. Speed limit in the city is 30. I was going 6 miles over the limit, not even 11.
And now there's they changed the thing with the cameras where they allow a 6 mile an hour.
Yeah, but they said I was going 11, and I was 11 over, and 36 only 6 over technically. First of all, okay.
Yeah, but
So-
technically at that point, I mean, you should probably still get a ticket, but barely.
Not $100 ticket.
Not $100. I don't think it should be $100.
Definitely not. You didn't even do the work to come and get me.
Tickets.
If you had to put the administrative effort in and you had to chase
Look,
me down, you pull me over, we do the song and dance.
If you can create some kind of AI, right? Artificial intelligence, for those who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, man.
It's intelligent artificially.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So if you can apply these type of tactics on the city streets to your residents, right? Like if it's something that automatically is triggering a picture, it's not like it's not like there's a guy on the camera. Okay, it's assigned to every camera. Just all right. I gotta make sure I get this picture. I missed 5 today. So you just like right. So there's not like a guy actually taking.
It's like when Homer and Bart were racing, clicking pens.
Right. So like, there's nobody doing. It's an actual computer. It's artificial intelligence. It takes a picture when it's
synced with the light. As soon as light change.
When whatever you've programmed it to do.
Whatever the threshold is, yeah.
You telling me that you can't also have it decide. Because it's supposed to be able to make, like split-second decisions, millions of them within, a short span of time. That's what this computer. So if it's able to do that, maybe not millions, but more than what it would take to do this, right? Just say this guy's going 38, the speed limit's 30.
Ticket.
Give him a ticket, but $40. If the other guys,
they should be able to use their discretion on like
man,
the level.
Always be $100 ticket. Like I didn't do that bad. Like.
They give you a range, but it's a bullshit because again, the system is fucked up already. Where they already I don't know if they like give you an advanced. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. Here, let me finish the story real fast.
All right, I'm just saying.
So basically, what happened at the end here?
I just felt like fighting your fight for you.
Basically, what happened at the end here is I called the number that they said to call to request a refund. On hold for 25 minutes. Get a lady on the line. She's like, "Oh yeah, let me send you to the right department." I was like, "Bitch." So then she sent me for another 15-minute hold, and this other asshole lady answers the phone. This is what she tells me. I was like, "Okay, I got these tickets in the mail. Then I got emails that say."
Sometimes you want to punch the people in the face that are on the phone, but you can't because they're on the phone.
She said,
"If it was a cartoon like fucking Looney Tunes or some shit, you just reach to that motherfucker, just choke like, look, bitch."
I would really like to have been able to do that. I got her on the phone. I was like, yeah, this is what happened. I got a ticket, got an email, said, nah, the ticket's not real. Let me get a refund.
One question. How many times while you were on the phone with every transfer did you have to tell the story again?
Twice.
Man, it's the worst. You'd be like, listen, I just told this other guy, don't you guys record these calls? Can we just pause for a second? You listen to what I said. And then fucking come talk to me. Like, why do I got to keep telling everybody? And so you're just going to try to get me on some loopholes. Like, he didn't say that the first time.
Dude,
bitch, this is game telephone with myself.
But it's even worse.
Terrifying.
It's even worse. Listen, so I told her the story, and she's like, oh, yeah, you got to go to the website. And I was like, wait a second. The thing said to call this number, and then I got the lady, and then she said she's sending me to the right department, and you're telling me to go back to the website? She's like, yeah, those emails tell you to call us, and then we're just supposed to direct you back to the website. I was like, bitch.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
At least she's very honest about it.
I was like, that's fucking retarded. I hung up the phone. Like, this is so stupid. Why would you have me go through that?
I have been on the phone with T-Mobile for the worst call I ever remember having was with T-Mobile, and the worst experience. It took me so long. It took so long that I think I let that shit go through my credit and then fall off my credit.
Like, you know what? I'll just wait the 7 years.
Like, I just waited. I was like, off GP. Like, I was like, I can't do this. Yeah. These people, I had a fucking argument. Like, it was hours I was on the phone. I told my story so many times.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, we'll note your account so you don't have to repeat yourself to the next person.
Dude,
that's a lie.
The worst thing one time, right? I swear to God, I was on the phone for like an hour, and these motherfuckers, like, I went through so many departments talking to so many people.
We'll escalate this,
and
sir.
When one of them was like, all right, I got to transfer you again. I was like, cool. The phone hung up.
That sucks, man.
I remember I was where I was at. I was sitting in our parents' house, right? In whose room was that? The whose room was by the stairs?
Daniel's.
Right, Daniel's room. I'm sitting in there and I'm on the phone talking to these people. I remember being so angry. I had to call them back. Right, but I don't think I did it for a day, because I was too angry. Yeah. Right.
Well, you've worked in call centers before. Like my job when I first started, I was doing that shit, just answering. And so that's the same type of shit. You'll get on hold for like 25 minutes. Finally, somebody will answer the phone, and all of a sudden you hear a click, and you're like, "What the fuck just happened?"
The call center I've worked wasn't really a call center. We was like,
yeah, but you making outgoing calls.
Yeah, but like it wasn't like people were calling to complain about shit.
You were speaking to individuals directly, not like companies. So that's the thing. I had companies, so I had to wait on hold, and then when I finally got somebody, then it would hang up, and I'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck just happened?"
No, dude. There's not. It's funny because you never. I don't know if anybody. So if you don't know if you've never worked in a call center, it's funny because they have the mute. Like, so if you,
And that's when everybody talks shit.
so I always know, right? So I always hate, this is my, like, when I'm on the phone with people and like, if I'm talking to them about something that I need, right? Like, regardless of what it is, like, it could be the most innocent thing. But if I'm asking for help or like directions or like, if I'm just trying to get some update or whatever, and I hear them mute,
Like, I know what they're saying.
right? Like, because you know, if it's not just a little.
It's like being in a nail shop and
If-
they talking
if it
about
goes-
you
if it
in their
goes-
language and you can't understand shit they saying, but they tearing
No,
you
but
an
this
ass.
is even worse because they put you. All right, I'm put you on hold real quick, and then if there's no music, just know that they've clicked to mute and they're saying, "God damn it!" Like,
Like, this fucking guy.
yeah, but you have to be careful that you have it on mute.
Yes,
I remember
you do.
I was really careful to really figure it out. But once
You got to be
figure
like
it out-
staring at it like, fuck you.
I hate you, you motherfucker, and go back, sir. I was just thinking. Hopefully you had a good day today because this is gonna fuck it up. But no.
Well, listen, while we're at, I'm
You
talking
didn't
to people
finish your
thing.
story though, and I know I kept stepping on it.
What the? No,
Yeah.
that was the end
was
of the
it?
story.
Okay,
that was the end
it.
of the story. Like, you motherfucker, you sent me on this roundabout. I was pissed.
So you got nothing happened essentially.
So now I had to download like a form, right? And you know, like sometimes if you download a PDF on a form, it like detects signature fields and you can do all that shit on the computer. For some reason, it won't do that. Probably because it's a Chicago document, like a government document. So now I have to print it out, and then I have to fill it out like old school ass shit, scan it, and send it back to him. Like, come on, man. Enough is fucking enough.
That's fucked up.
But
Dude,
on that note, let's probably tell them who we're talking to.
Oh yeah.
You know?
They do know.
Yeah,
I think.
I mean,
at
probably.
this point.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Kiona and Kasson podcast. This is episode
Welcome
number.
everybody.
This is episode number 108.
Everybody,
We still have to tell them who we are.
Yeah.
We're still in the process of such things.
rock your body.
This is episode number 108. We are glad to have you here with us. I'm your host, Adam, here with my brother, Osama.
Yo,
To the side, which is probably not in camera view,
he
is
might be there. His head's
is
there.
the dog. Benny, say what up to the people, but quietly. Thank you.
He is done, man. Yesterday fucking destroyed him.
Yes. So on that note,
Did you
happy
say what
birthday.
episode it is?
Yeah, I said 108, but you just weren't listening.
108.
You just weren't listening. Happy birthday, Osama.
Yes.
Belated, of course,
Belated,
on,
yes,
as far as when this will be out. But
Yes.
it was a couple days ago.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So I guess might as well, since we're here, tell people what's good. What happened yesterday? How did things go? Did you enjoy your little?
Well, the birthday was not technically, for real.
It was-
actually,
it was, yes.
In all actuality,
It was realistically.
It was for sure on that
Friday.
day, not technically.
Yeah.
So on Friday, my birthday was. It is
What was I think it
my birthday. It was on Friday.
is presently. So it was.
It was
It
on on Friday. So
was the night before
I took the day off. And me and V, we kind of just kicked it all day. We went for breakfast at this place called Stacks Cafe.
Nice.
It just happened to be named Stacks.
Shout out to the homie.
But STAX, not, how Stacks was, like
Yeah.
STACKS.
Well, that's because he was stacks a million, but
Yeah. People love that dog, man. Like when we were at any vet or whatever, they really, because he's really well behaved.
Yeah.
He wouldn't really, like the only time he didn't like it is like if you were trying to get blood from him or something, because you had to
Yeah.
hold on to his hands.
he didn't like when you touch his paws.
Stacks was pretty, but only when others did.
Yeah.
But not even that. Like you could touch his paws. You just couldn't hold on and try. While he was,
You're like, bro.
because
Get up
you
outta
could
here.
rub Stacks' paws like a motherfucker. But people loved him. Like I remember when we were at the vet, the last year, when he was going through his things. But he was good for the majority of that. But he would come back from the vet. And they'd be like, Stacks, they would be stacks on stacks on stacks. They would like literally, they make their own nicknames up because it was just, I think it was a great name.
Yeah, for sure.
So we ended up actually, that's one thing that happened last week. The 2-year anniversary of Stacks passing on Wednesday.
Rest in peace, stacks.
Yes,
of course.
indeed. So rest in peace to the legend.
Yes, indeed.
But it was the 2-year anniversary, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I still remember, like it happened, and then I think I went out to the house, and for the first night, because he wasn't around,
Yeah.
I was able to stay over, and it was just good because we were able to kind of get away from the house.
Yeah, for sure.
But that was a crazy ass time, man. That feels like a whole blur
Yep.
because it happened right before COVID happened.
Yeah.
And it's a weird fucking thing, you know?
Yeah. And it was like your birthday weekend, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
Or right around the time of the week
well,
before,
two,
I think,
2
right?
days. 2
Yeah.
days, because it happened on the 1st.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that being crazy. We were just talking about that, how like the last couple of years were a blur. So it's weird. It doesn't feel like he's been gone that long.
Yeah.
But we did go to Stack's Cafe. It was good. We we chilled out, and it was all the way in
Like a brunch place?
yeah, it's off of Halstead and Grand, and we it was like a nice little spot. In terms of the food, I liked it. Had steak and eggs. BB had steak and eggs too. I had beef, and not just literally.
Double entendre?
Don't even ask
Like,
me how.
why are you going to get the same thing I got?
Right, exactly. I was like, well,
You should have got something else so I could try that.
so she always likes to say we don't try other people, but like we will if it looks interesting. But my meal always looks better because for some reason she's always like, "How come yours always look better?" I'm like,
I'm a better decision maker at breakfast items.
I think I am, man. I was like, I got a rare fucking talent. It's called I pick the good shit.
Well, Pops just loves his breakfast food like any time of the day. If he started frying up some eggs and potatoes and shit. So it's just in our genes to love breakfast.
It's in our genes, yes. That sounds funny.
Well, I don't even have any jeans on.
Man, I wish I'd have bought a Yellowstone shirt. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
I don't know why you didn't.
Don't even know. Anyway. It's
a big-ass
shirt. Yeah, it is. So we were... So yeah, but I was like, I got steak and eggs, and I ordered, and then she's like, yeah, I'm going to get the steak and eggs too. I was like, wait a minute. I wanted it to be like, no, don't get that. Get something else. But she had already ordered, and I didn't feel like I wanted to tell her not to.
You can't eat that.
I was like, God damn it. I was like, she was like, why? We never share each other's meals. I was like, but I still would have eaten a bite.
I still would like to know what their other foods taste like.
Yeah, because I got steak and eggs.
Should be able to knock out 2 meals every time we go to a restaurant.
Yeah, man. Why not? But also, they had they do waffles, but they had cinnamon toast, or they had like cinnabon waffles. So like they had it. It was pretty fucking delicious. Picture like a cinnabon in waffle form.
I'm more of a waffle guy than a pancake guy anyway. So
I am too.
Plus,
what was that?
I mean, you had chicken to the meal.
Shout out to Harold and Kumar. What was it? He was like, "Fuck it." What did he say? What was it? This guy fucking hates waffles or something. Like, what's the?
It was donuts. He's like, "Fuck you, donuts are awesome."
No, what was the machine? The little machine. Is that Harold? Oh, that's the third one.
Oh, yeah.
The waffle machine,
that one
the
as well.
waffle bot. Anyway, so we did that, and then we went to we ate, and so I'm driving around trying to find parking, right? And I don't want to park far because it's half-ass raining all morning, and I'm like, at any point it could be a downpour. She's like, it's not far. I was like, it's a block and a half. A lot can happen in a block and a half.
I downloaded that stupid pay at the thing app, and I just fucking suck it up. I put like $50 on there. I was like, I'm parking wherever I want when I go in the city, man.
No.
I ain't playing with this shit.
Not that I won't pay for parking. We did.
Yeah.
But I wanted to pay for a parking close. It was raining. Like, I will walk, but it was raining. So I didn't want to just be like, that's not how I want to start the morning. It's my birthday. So literally, I'm like, I'm about to park. I was like, nah, fuck that. I hit a U-turn and I drive back, and then like right in front, there was a parking space. I was like, see? She's like, damn it.
Well, what's the point of parking far? You drove a car. You don't want to walk.
But like there was no parking. That was the thing, and I just didn't want to park far. I was trying to just be, you know what? I want to be here, not over there. Over here.
I think about when I'm full, and I don't want to have to walk back.
Right. I got the fat stomach going now, man.
Even though the best time to walk is probably right after you eat.
I got the fat stomach on now. I'm ready to fuck.
Got the fat stomach on. She cracking the Dutch.
Yeah, something like that. And I'm ready. Anyway, yeah, something along those lines. Both of those. But anyway, so we dipped, and it did rain, right? I was like, see, you're fucking happy now. We went.
Saved you from being wet the whole day now.
That's it. So we went home because I had to do things in the bathroom in the comfort of my own home, right? And
had to handle birthday business.
Not that I can't do it elsewhere, but I won't do it in a restaurant.
I prefer to not do it elsewhere.
Who would doing it in a restaurant? It's only warranted if the restaurant did it to you.
The restaurant does it to me. I'm blowing their whole bathroom up.
I gotta take a shit because of the bathroom, the restaurant. So I'm going, but not like, oh, I came with the trots, as they call it in England. That shit's so funny to me. I can't even call it the runs no more. It's got to be the trots. The trots is what it is. But if I came there like that, I don't want to be the guy that has to do it there. And people eat there, man.
My preference is never to have to do. outside of the house. But
mean-
I will if it's bad enough, I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm about to break it down.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, there was a point where I had to break when you're younger, like you don't want to do it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I got to do it at work because I got to be at work a lot. You didn't realize it
You
when
got to
you're
find
younger.
a special bathroom though.
Yeah. So
Every workplace has like one little lesser used bathroom, and you just got to find that one.
well, I think I may have told the story of like, so I worked at a building downtown, right? And it was like 38 floors, but on the 24th floor, right? So on the 23rd, you had to get out and switch elevator banks to go up the rest of the way.
The hell, like fucking switching trains at Clark and Lake and shit.
So you've never been in a Sears Tower?
No, I have. It's been a minute actually. It's
What
been a
the
while.
fuck do they call it
since
now? It's the Sears Tower.
Yeah. No,
Anyway,
we ain't
so
even acknowledging that shit.
yeah, the only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace.
The only one.
So at the 23rd floor, you could walk around to get to the other floors, but you can also take these stairs to the 24th, and because you could also take an elevator, but you could take the stairs because the stairs led you right to this little hallway.
But I don't think if you got to do that bad, you ain't trying to take the stairs. You know, that's like a squat
but
every step.
It is. But the bathroom was worth it. So it would take you to this hallway, and right when you open the door to the hallway from the stairs, there was another door, and it led to a bathroom that had like a vanity room with lockers, just like where you could wash your face and stuff. And then another door that you could lock behind you. There was a shower room with a bathroom, and you can close that motherfucker and lock it. Man, I spent many hours in there.
You know what's funny? There was a floor like that because they were doing construction and like they closed it down for like 2 months, right before they like found new tenants. So I had a room like that. But then the funny thing that happened. The funny thing that happened is like they put a workout room in like the lower level of the building that we worked in before we had to go remote due to COVID and shit. And in that workout room, it was literally never used. At most, there was 2 people who used it at any given time. So the fucking bathrooms in there were the most pristine bathrooms. They keep them shits clean, and there's nobody there ever. So I'm like, man, this is where my new deucing place is at.
At that same building, because when I worked there, mind you, it was built in 2005.
Yeah.
I started working there in like 2009. So it was a pretty fucking brand new building.
Yeah.
Really nice. You've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I had jury duty, I had to meet you out there for lunch.
Yeah. So I remember on the 9th floor was where because I worked for the mailroom.
Yeah.
On the 7th floor was the gym for the gym and the office for the building's management. So like if you got off the elevators, one side was the gym, one side was office management through the glass doors.
Yeah.
And
we good?
probably I think maybe something's on. Oh, maybe my Bluetooth. But man, so you go in there and that gym was it was again, like you said, kept pristine, clean, really nice equipment. But if you walked around to they had men's and women's.
Yeah.
The men's I don't know what the women's look like, but I'm assuming the men's maybe
probably
better,
similar to the men's.
Maybe better. Women always have like one better feature in their bathroom.
Yeah, but you know what? Women keep their bathroom nasty, so y'all can have that one extra feature.
I've already told the story. You can find it somewhere in the fucking our catalog of me working for fucking Costco. But man, you go in and fucking carpeted locker room floor, right?
This is exactly how this was because they made like a state-of-the-art gym downstairs.
Those lockers where you didn't have to use a key; it just was coded. You can use a code.
Oh no, we had to use like the scan key.
Oh no, you had to use a scan to get into the gym.
Yeah,
that was the point.
Yeah,
right. Beautiful, like dope ass fucking showers, like nice, like stone. Man, it was dope.
Yeah,
I was like, man, what the fuck? Where do I live? If I had, where do I work? If they paid me well back then, I'd have stayed there for a long time.
Dude, the only thing that bathroom was fucking missing was like self-sanitizing seats on the toilet. Or
right,
some shit.
But like that's some of the dopest shit for working in a building like that because it was for all tenants, no matter anybody who worked there or whatever. Because there was Crown Imports was in that building as well, where
Corona.
do Corona and all that.
Yeah.
But man, it's those kind of perks make it
Yeah.
You just like that's why
The
they
building
make it
amenities,
comfortable. They make it comfortable for you. But that's why I'll just live in one of these buildings one day, maybe. I don't know.
Trying to
tell
get
you.
me a high rise, own that motherfucker. You know?
That's what I told Vivi. I was like, man, we were at breakfast at Stacks Cafe,
Yeah.
and I was like, I looked and there was like some like condos or some shit. I was like, man, I'm not specifically those, but like a loft space or something along those lines. And
Little
like,
penthouse type shit.
I was like, man, I want to let's rent out what we got and just live in one of those.
Yeah, I'd love to be on like the 50th floor in one of these fucking high rises
It's
down,
pretty,
down the city.
just for even not.
I won't even move all the way in
If
because
it wasn't for like a long time,
Yeah.
even if it was a couple years, that'd be cool.
it's a nice little place to take a young lady as a single man.
Sure it is,
We'll just
sure
leave
it
a
is.
couch and a TV up there.
Wait. Your ex-friend got your best friend got a condo downtown, but she got no furniture in her crib. I've been there. There's a Drake set. It's fucking hilarious. I'm like, oh, whoa.
That shit's pretty hilarious.
Oh man. But okay, so long story more.
Long story still going.
Yes, but so we went home. We went to the crib, and then I have to go. I have a wedding on Tuesday, so I'm looking for. I need a suit jacket like ASAP.
Yeah.
So
September has turned into a busy month.
it's turned into a really busy month. That's why I think we should do that camping. But we could talk about that.
Yeah.
So, and then so we went to like Nordstrom Rack in the mall. I bought a hat. That's all I bought for my birthday. I bought a hat. I bought a Bulls hat, red Bulls fitted.
Yeah.
Happy with it.
Yeah.
I would like to buy more. not so able at this point. But hey, what are you gonna do? Things are you got to put money elsewhere.
For sure. Priorities.
Priorities, my brother. And then so then we went actually home, showered, and went to dinner and drinks. But that was about it. Just kind of chilled. And then we were with each other yesterday.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me your take on how yesterday was?
Yeah. So had a little barbecue bash in Osama's backyard yesterday to celebrate. So it was a good time, man. It's been a minute since I've done anything. I haven't done shit summer related, first of all, right? So this is like the first time I had an event that I spent all day outside. Brought Benny with me.
Over a year, right?
It's been a minute, man. I don't even know. I can't give you the last time that I had like an event like that happening, Yeah. But we brought Benny. There luckily was no other dogs, so like it was kind of just, and he did a really good job being out there all day.
It was a test almost because he's never. Everybody who's been there, I kind of had like and I don't, I'm not gonna step on the story, but there was a lot of people he didn't know.
Yeah.
Or had never met. So that's big for a dog who's, and is stuck in his ways. He's what, 4, right?
He's 4 now, yeah. So but he's not even like...
No, like, but
as long as I'm around, he's for the most part good. But if I'm not around, he'll start going crazy.
Of course, like,
He thinks like, where are you going? You leaving me, bro? No.
And
relax.
He's not home. And he wasn't home. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yeah, I mean, it was really nice. We had like a bunch of people who I haven't seen in a minute. People I'm sure who you haven't seen in a minute.
Yeah, because I mean, not putting anything out there that nobody doesn't know, but there's been a pandemic going on, so nobody's really been chilling with nobody.
Word, and like even on a normal time, like I probably won't see a lot of these people regularly. So that was cool. We ate good. We drank whatever, had a good little time. I had a good night. Hopefully you had a good night.
No, I did. It was a good time. It was a good time for sure. So me and Vivi had played with the idea of just kind of having a little barbecue because, I was like, I don't want to do much. I don't want to be in an enclosed space like inside.
Yeah.
But I do want to have some people around, like some people that I haven't seen for a while. So we finally decided, man, like last minute, like I think Tuesday, Wednesday, we decided let's do something.
Well, it's funny because she hit me and Sarah in a group chat, and the whole time I didn't know that you like. She mentioned that you guys talked about it.
The group chat was a little earlier. We brought this up on. Yeah. So I think last week during the podcast, you asked me about it, or not on the pod, but during the pod filming.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like, probably one of the days we were talking like during work and shit, and I was like, oh yeah, like I don't know if there's this if you're like privy to this information or if she's just trying to throw this together. So when you hit me up, I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. She's like, you asked did BB hit me, and I was like, no, but I think she may be talking to Sarah. I don't know.
I was like, what the fuck? All right. I was like, I think we all saw the same group chat, but okay.
Then well, no, because there was one that was literally just me, Sarah, and BB.
Oh, okay.
So later on, like I hit her and I was like, does Sam know about this? And she's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. I can be honest.
Oh, that's so much less pressure than if it was.
When you have to be liar for somebody else.
It's a little bit much. No. So yeah, we decided, let's throw it together, and we didn't go crazy with the food. I like burger and fries on the grill.
It was sufficient. Like we didn't need to be more than that. I don't know how much leftovers you guys had, if any, but
we got a lot of fries. There were some empanadas, but Vivi went to sleep drunk and forgot to put them away. I'm glad I put all the rice away.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we kept it as we didn't keep it where we wanted a lot of leftovers. I can grill later. After all that grease started, almost that little grease fire, I was like, God damn.
Yeah, but that happens with grills. I mean,
fucking burgers, they got so much fat in the motherfucker. Put so much goddamn lacquer on that thing.
And it's funny because like yesterday was like super overcast fucking day, right?
Yeah.
There was not a single bit of sun that I saw the whole day.
No, not even a bit. The sun was not. You couldn't even see like where the sun would possibly be. You were like,
it was literally like 100% threat of rain the entire time.
The whole day. And we got maybe like the smallest amount of drizzle a few times. You know?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, luckily.
There was a one point where I was like, oh, it might actually start raining. But then it stopped.
Yeah.
I went upstairs to get my keys just so I can maybe move the car out the garage. We can, kind of kick it in there if we needed to.
Yeah.
And when I came down, it had pretty much stopped.
The fucked up thing is, as soon as like darkness fell, it cleared up completely. You could see the stars and shit. I was like, what is this?
It was actually a nice night.
Yeah.
The only thing that fucked up was that wood was too wet to like really get
a bonfire
It
going.
wasn't even wet. It was just moist. Like I guess the air was so.
There's only so much keeping a fire alive with lighter fluid that you really want to do.
Yeah, so I didn't feel like doing that too much. And then, but I do think I want to buy a new fire pit because it's getting to that season now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I was telling Seema about it, right? I was like, yo, we got one like as a housewarming gift for my aunt, and we have yet to use it at all.
Put
but
it
I was
together,
like,
let's do that.
Well, I put it together already now, so I was in the garage chilling. But I'm like, we're going into the season now where like hopefully we can use this kind of every weekend type of thing, Yeah. So
no, we could do that. So that's the only thing that didn't really work out well.
Yeah.
I had some of my boys I hadn't seen in a minute all together. That was really cool.
Yep.
Vivi had some of her girlfriends come and their boys who I'm really cool with as well.
Yep.
And that was just cool, man. Like a really cool day. And it ended really late. Like I think I didn't expect it to. I was out early because the whole week I was putting off yard work. Because I was like, fuck that.
It's my birthday week. I ain't doing this shit.
And I had a long-ass week last week. I was like, I ain't doing that shit. So, and the weather was like still kind of warm.
Yeah.
And it started dropping. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't want to do anything on my birthday. So yesterday I woke up. I was like, fuck. 9:30, I'm out there. I was out there for 3.5 hours. I finally finished like 1 o'clock.
So it was literally outside all day yesterday.
I was outside in my backyard all day.
Yeah.
That's why when you saw me, I wasn't tired. My legs were just fucking beat. So I didn't want to sit down because I would be done.
Hell yeah.
And also, I feel like the need to like you saw how I was trying to do as much as I could.
I told Sarah the same thing yesterday. I was like, listen, the problem here is that I know some of everybody in this group for the most part. Like, there's a couple people who maybe are newer, but like, I was like, I made my way to maybe like 30 different conversations and probably have made exits at like awkward times, but I'm like, it's hard because there's so many different groups and people who don't necessarily all know each other. So like, if you're one of the few people,
but the good thing is everybody like I don't associate with folks who can't be fucking cool with people.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
like everybody got along. Like I noticed I was like, oh shit, Max, Khalil, and Zach are in a conversation, and then C-Mob came. It was cool, man. Everybody kind of talked and entertained themselves.
Right.
Because
I mean, at this point, we're all adults who've been to barbecues before. You should know how to do this type of thing.
I had to go cook. I had to cook. I had to like bounce around and make people know that and acknowledge everybody. I noticed. I was like, "Fuck!"
It's hard to host and be like the focal point.
Yeah.
And whatever cake Vivi made or bought yesterday,
Fire.
that shit was dope.
Fire.
It was like chocolate with like chocolate mousse inside, but
Shit was delicious.
Whatever the stuff on the top, whatever the frosting was made out of, I love that shit.
Vivi might be the worst cake cutter I have ever seen.
She missed me like 3 times on a
I
cake
think
run.
I'm gonna buy Operation just to fuck around and like I might do some like I'm gonna be like, you know what we should do is play Operation and let's play it. Let's like play strip operations because I know you're gonna lose like a motherfucker.
Vivi was like, she offered.
What the fuck did you do to it? It was like I brought a knife that was long enough to cut like and she just kept fucking up. I was like, what are you doing?
She offered me cake 3 different times, and then finally at one time she was like, "Who else didn't get cake?" I was like, "Me, V."
she was a little she was nice yesterday. She was a little bent.
But when I finally got some of that cake, I was like, "This shit is fine."
Delicious.
Yeah.
But no, I noticed at some point I was chilling with Khalil and Zach a little bit too much, like, and like,
I mean, not even like.
and then like I felt like I was all right. I've been here too long. I gotta move. So I'd be like, all right, there's Max and fucking Adam, and I was like, I gotta go over there, chill over there, and I was like, oh shit, the guys came because like Angel came, who was the Hispanic guy, but not the light skinned one.
Yeah.
He came and I was like, all right, I want to chill. So we chilled at the Grill a while, which was cool.
Yeah.
That gave us the ability to kick it because like he's a nice dude. He came through.
Yeah, I met him a couple of times, but I was like, that table was very, I don't know. I just didn't go to that table because most of the time
it was just most of the girls.
I met most of those people, but I don't know them, and it's like I'm not one to like shy away from somebody I don't know. I don't have a conversation anywhere. But.
And then and then Steven, who came later, bigger dude. He the
mastermind behind not the design, but the shirts.
that's actually who does our shirts for us.
Yeah.
It was funny. Like I was like, who's big enough? Like he put his hand on the thing, and I was like, who's big enough to fucking like put their hand? I was like, who's coming? And I was like, oh, so shit. That's the couple who we were in Puerto Rico and saw on the second trip and kicked it with them.
Prior tenants and a lot of histories.
Yeah. Cool people for sure.
Yeah.
So I like firstly, I don't know how nobody watches this that was there, but shout out to everybody who came. I appreciate it.
Yeah, word.
It was definitely fun. I thank you for coming. Sarah came and it was really cool. And then you guys stayed late, like till like 11, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then Vivi came. Everybody kind of left at the same time.
The secret to get me to stay somewhere longer is really the dog. Like,
yeah,
if I don't have because. If I'm not here for him for 12 hours,
with Stacks, I couldn't. Yeah. I wasn't like happy about leaving him overnight if I had to.
Yeah, like leaving him alone for 12 hours throughout the day is hard because there's nobody who can take him out. There's nobody who can feed him, whatever.
And
especially if me and Sarah are both together.
You don't want to leave him like that.
Yeah. So I mean, part of me thinks that he would have been kind of happier just being alone all day long. Like he seemed like he just was like a little overstimulated, But at a certain point. He's not used to having a whole backyard to run around in, so it was just...
No, it was nice to see. He was able to run around, and after he stopped fucking around trying to eat everything, he was like... Because it's stimulation. Like, he's like, oh, shit, I've never smelt this before. This is something different. Like,
yeah.
So it was cool. Like, dogs deserve a backyard or, like, the ability to actually go to one, right? So, like, obviously, he can always come to the backyard and hang out. Like, this way, if we're fucking around... You bring him and he could just do what he does, and we can do what we got to do.
Yeah, and then I don't have to worry about him like getting out and running away. Even though there was like 37 people in and out of the fucking back, he was cool. Like he looked and
he adjusted well. Like he understood. Okay, this is where we're at. Okay,
this is the entrance right here.
This is where I stay. Right. I don't want to be out there anyway. That shit's crazy. I don't recognize anything. But yeah, so I didn't go inside till like 1 something.
Yeah.
And I was asleep at like 2 or so. Good night, man. I barely drank any water.
Was unhealthy for the most part that night.
But it was a good day, man. 100% had fun, and I enjoyed it, and I thank Vivi this morning for it, and it was a good day, man. It was a good way to spend my birthday, and she always helps do a good job of trying to like make it a good birthday or at least have a good enjoyable day.
For sure. And it was just like a nice. It's the adult way to celebrate things these days. Like I don't need to go out and party with somebody at their. If you have a club party and you reserved a section for 3 hours, whatever. Like I'm cool, I'll go there, whatever. But I would go there before COVID. We'll see what happens now.
Yeah.
But like now, I prefer to kind of just have that chill atmosphere, not a bunch of weird people around like jackasses.
Man. Also, it was cool. There was no kids, so like that's the thing. I don't think any party I would ever throw would be kid friendly.
No.
Like it just wouldn't. Like
Unless
and
you
it wasn't
have
even like
kids.
it was specifically not kid friendly.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want your kids here
Right.
now.
Like I'm here to have a good time.
It's not kid friendly in the sense that I don't want them here. Like that's it.
Like it's different. If I don't have any kids, so I'm not gonna have a party and be like, yeah, you should bring all your kids. No, listen.
No, I think even like beyond that, like I think sometimes kids don't need to be adult parties. Not even sometimes. Like listen, it could be a kids party, or we like where you know that we're gonna have like a family thing, or if I'm throwing just a random like it ain't a holiday. Keep the kids at home.
How many sitcoms have you watched?
My wedding will be a kid-less wedding. Don't bring them to my motherfucking wedding. You can't come if you bring your kids to my wedding.
How many sitcoms have you watched where the parents went out and didn't get a babysitter for the kid? They're either leaving the kids or they're getting a babysitter for
Sitcoms
the
are our
kids.
regular fucking childhood.
I'm just saying.
Like I don't think we weren't watching TV. That was us.
My only point is they weren't bringing the kids to the parties with them. They were like, no, you keeping your ass here. We're going out. Like.
Yeah,
it was never, hey, come with us.
Keep the door locked. Don't open
answer
it.
for strangers.
Don't
Here's
open
money
it for
for pizza.
Yeah, like food's in. We got food in. The food comes right before they leave.
Yeah, our parents were like, we ain't paying for babysitters. Like, y'all be fine.
No, I was the babysitter. I babysat for a long time, man. I babysat from an early age. I had statute limitations or whatever the fuck. We were in a different generation, but I think
I'm just saying there was times when I was like,
I would say
8
probably
years old, 7 years old, at a house by myself. Maybe not all night, but like,
yeah, but like at that point, but like I think early, man, like because I was babysitting you guys. You were okay by yourself. Like
Yeah.
you don't have as a child. You don't. You're like, all right, I just gotta make sure that nothing.
You're scared to be alone.
You're like you're just in the living room. Like I don't know
I'm
what's
supposed to be here by myself. I don't know how to be by myself.
you're not familiar with childhood, like the household noises as like, so you know what things sound like when people are in the house. Like, oh, the AC kicked on. But if the AC kicks on and nobody's in the house, there's that.
What the fuck was that?
You hear that?
Boom. Somebody in my house. Like I get up and go and look at the garage door. Like make sure that's just closed. Nobody in here.
Random ass boom. But like I was alone at the fucking Kasson house, which was not the same as the house at in the burb.
No,
it was like
definitely
an older, creakier.
There's more noises to account for.
Yeah, man, it was just a lot. And it was in the city, so there's a lot more things going on. You're just watching it. You're like, this is ridiculous.
Like the busy street is one street over, so you hear things happening.
I'm sure I cussed that. Like, oh, there was one time when I was a kid by myself, right?
Yeah.
I think you guys had gone to, I think Musa's house, right?
Okay.
And it was like you guys had left for how long amount of time. And I'm watching TV. And of course, because my luck has been the same since I was a child, the power goes out. The power went out, and I'm like, and I look outside, the power's out, there's no street lights on. I'm like, this is fucking terrifying.
Like, not only the house power went out, the whole block is pitch black out here.
I think I was probably maybe 11, maybe 11 years old, right?
Why the fuck weren't you with us?
I don't know. Shit. Who the fuck? Like, why? Maybe if they gave me the autonomy to say, no, I'm not coming at that early an age, it's no wonder I'm such a
Every
dickhead
single
who's selfish.
time I will say, no, I'm not coming if you give me the autonomy to
Like, hell
make
no.
that decision.
Well, no, I'll be like, who gonna be there? Is it Samir and Ashraf? No? Okay, I don't
Pretty
wanna
much that was it. Like, it was based on the cousins that were going to be there.
It's like that meme where you're like, where you see your favorite cousin, and like where you're at a family event, and you see your favorite cousin, you're just like,
Then we finally got cell phones. You're like, yo, you coming to this tonight? No, I ain't going there either.
No, but not to say we wouldn't go. You were there, so you went to Moose's. It was all right.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why I was by myself. All I know
I
is
fucks with Musa. I don't know.
all I know is fucking the lights went out.
Yep.
I remember by the end of the night, I was sitting on the front porch, just waiting out there. I was like, I ain't sitting in that fucking house. Hell fucking no. Like, I didn't know, like, there was sounds coming from it. I was like, I thought the fucking lights went out. Why does things keep happening?
Is this the apocalypse?
I wouldn't have dared went in that basement that night.
You barely dared to go in that basement when everyone was
Listen,
home.
bitch, I eventually was okay in the basement.
Well, you had to be because we slept
At the
down
room,
there.
right? Like I was desensitized. But no, there's no fucking way. Dude, you know how that back door looked. It's like, even if it wasn't terrifying, the barricade made it terrifying.
It looked as though like we didn't live there and somebody brought us there and we were terrified of the door.
Right, you can't get out or you can't get in. Like, what's going on?
That part of the basement was just like, so you come downstairs and behind the stairs, that's where like Pops had all his tools, shit.
Yeah, his,
and
like,
it just looked. It was like the less developed or cleaned
the
part of
least
it.
inviting.
It made it look like somebody who was like fucking Van Helsing was in there and
Weird.
like ripping people
So,
to part.
and that was the view I had from my door open.
Yeah.
Right. So there's reasons
We had
why
the stairs and then, like, the two
psychologically I would like. It was weird because you would open yours, you see the laundry room and like nothing real threatening. The shelf where the two hamsters that ate each other used to live.
Maybe the bench press set after they moved it there.
Yeah,
like,
you know. So I open it up and I see this fucking door that's barricaded. It's just like like this was a terrifying thing.
But you also had visual blockades because the staircase, and then there was like the two bars.
but
of the
that was
staircase,
the
so
worst because you see the door, you're like, what the fuck?
It was a little haunting.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't
Hey, I don't know. It was an interesting time. But that's hilarious that the power would go out on you.
Yeah, the power went out, and I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna just sit on the porch now.
Like, I don't even know how to use the circuit breaker.
I was like, I'm not even gonna go to the back of the house. Like, it was looking back there, it looked like fucking the abyss. It's like when you look. So when we were in Puerto Rico, right, and I would look out at night towards the ocean. Like, if you look at the ocean at night, it looks like nothing. You're like, where the
Hell yeah, just pitch blackness.
just pitch black. Only thing you see are the white caps, right? So I saw white caps. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you would be like,
At least it didn't start like thunderstorming or some shit, you know?
Man, I don't know that it didn't. Could be honest with you, but no, I remember. And you know how summer nights are, like those summer rolling blackouts or whatever they are back in the day.
Yeah.
So like it would just be a blackout, and it was just calm, still,
Real shitty power grid that
hot,
needed some updating.
humid. It was the worst. It felt like fucking some sort of horror movie, right? Like, and horror movies are corny to me. I don't even have to be scared about them.
And it's so funny because the whole culture of our youth was our grandmother and then subsequently our mother doing nothing but trying to scare us on nights like that.
That's the problem. We've been through this. I got PTSD like a
man.
motherfucker from that shit. That ain't cool.
Hilarious though.
It's not even hilarious. It was the worst. Like, and I think that there's been plenty of times I was at home alone. Like, even the nights I was at home alone sleeping. Like, remember you guys went to Texas, and I was like 16. 16 years old, I think, that summer.
All right.
I was about to turn 17, but I turned 16. I was working at Sears, right? I don't know what was going on. I was driving the Explorer. Multiple things happened there, right? So the Explorer happened to go out. The brakes happened to go out, right? Like during that time. So they needed new brakes, but they were grinding. So they grinded all fucking week. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I was driving the car. Just like rotors grinding terribly. So fucked up. What a lesson. But I remember you guys were gone for a week. And I was at home at 16. I remember sleeping in the room.
I have to keep watching the camera just in case.
Yeah, you got. I know. But I remember just sleeping in. Like, dude, it's funny. Like the psychological. Even at that age, you're just like sleeping in this basement. You just be like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah,
you know, because you feel like you're living on your own. I was like, you guys.
It was very nice of them to.
You guys were gone for like 10 days.
It was very nice of them to put the rooms into the basement for us and give us our own individual cutout space for us.
And then you eventually quit it because it kept flooding.
Yeah, man, it fucked my bed up. Had no choice.
Man, we had to redo that drywall multiple times.
This shit fucking sucked.
Hell yeah, it did.
My closet literally was where the drain was. It was like a pole.
They eventually fixed that.
Yeah.
But Vivi, she'd be like, why? Like, no wonder she asked, how come I don't want to do housework? Like, I did a lot of it for no fucking reason when I was younger, man.
We just abandoned the place. Like,
unpaid labor. Shit's ridiculous.
Pretty much. That's what children are, though. Like, that's why you have kids.
Children can be unpaid. That's like why Amish people have like 14 kids.
If you're gonna
I don't
have
even
kids,
like these motherfuckers. They just are laborers.
If I was like, oh shit, like I got this girl knocked up now, I'm like, yo, it better be a boy. Because I'm about to put his ass to work. Like, at very least, he's going to be my assistant.
You're going to have a girl.
My sous chef.
There's no way. You're about to have a girl, and you're about to, like, it's going to be the most ironic thing.
It's going to be my Al Borland to my Tim the Toolman Taylor.
I think that would be pretty hilarious. Like, hey.
Even if it's a girl, fuck that. I'm putting you to work, too. You're going to be fucking, I don't know, but you're going to learn how to use tools.
I think no matter what, they're always going to handle tools.
I'm going to make sure this kid, I get something out of it, not just have to pay towards it. That's just my take on children.
Yeah. It's a little insensitive, but it's okay.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck the kids. On that note, let's take a break. Man.
On the note of fuck them kids, let's take a break. That's great.
What was I gonna say just now?
It would be hard for me to know that in
I mean,
advance.
definitely. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. Oh yeah, so I think we should do camping on this weekend.
Okay.
On this weekend, I'll bring it up to Pops because I'll just tell I have a detail technically, but scheduled, but I'll just tell him that family thing, and it is a family thing.
It is a family thing. So it's only like a half.
So we could like leave earlier, not earlier, but like early afternoon on Friday. Get there, set up camp, chill out, eat. You know what I'm saying? Like just have it, like just chill out. We ain't got to do much.
complete the mission, roll out, drop K-Dot off at his mama van at the park. Because I know he's trying to fuck on Shireen tonight. Yeah, we can certainly do that. We'll talk to him. You know, I'm sure he'll be down with it. I don't know. I don't assume that he has any plans on the weekend. Oh, but you know what? They might be trying to go out and like do the little casino thing because they be like that.
I think that's this weekend. What?
So
I think
today is Sunday.
Yeah, they weren't gonna stay the night, so I think they went yesterday.
I don't know that that's true, but I guess we can find that out.
Well, if they're not doing anything, we'll go. If not, then he's SOL, buddy. Because I don't think we can go for the
Shit
next
out of luck.
We can't go for the next month.
In the SOOL.
Oh, we bike.
Sool.
By the way. And now we're just gonna continue. So,
have you indulged your ears in the listening of Adonis's father's latest offering?
Like hell to see the love that she once gives to you, she gives to someone else.
Whore.
Have you ever loved to find yourself? To see the love you gave, the love you made, the choice. All right, I'm done.
Not gonna do it again.
She say for someone that I can't do the song to this beat. No, I didn't listen to Donda yet.
No, you didn't hear the question.
No,
I said the father of Adonis's latest offering. You know?
Adam said, "I love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry to me." And I told him, but he wasn't talking about his bed. Adam said it in a way when we were talking about children.
Yeah, I was like, I only love my bed.
When I say children, I always want to say
mama.
children. I can't.
That's to be fair. That's a very short, condensed version. There's a lot more people I love than just my mama. Even though I really much love my mama.
But I love my mama.
The main point.
I love my mama very much. Now you know that.
The main point was like, I think I pretty much have sealed the loves for right now.
I got you. Well, Adam said, "I love my bed," and anyway, I was like, he was talking about his kid, my bed. He was like, his kid's name is My Bed. And I was like, not my bed, as in my bed, MAH.
Yeah, but his kid's name is Adonis.
My bed.
Did he change it because of Pusha?
I think
he was
middle
like,
name.
now since I can't have this Adidas contract, I'm gonna change the name.
I think his kid's middle name is Adonis or My Bed or.
So he's Adonis, My Bed,
or My Bed Adonis.
Graham.
My Bed Adonis. It's not a great name.
No, it doesn't really roll off the tongue. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
And it definitely sounds like you're saying either my bed or my bed. Bad bed. Go to bed.
Go to the bed.
Go to bread.
You said go to bread. Yeah, no, I haven't listened to any of that. I haven't listened to Donda. I'd listen.
Yeah, I haven't listened to
barber,
Donda
right?
either. Haven't listened to.
I was at the barber Thursday getting fresh for my birthday.
Right, getting chopped up.
It's my birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big booty hoe.
That's what I want every year. They always ask me what I want. I tell them, give me a big booty hoe.
Anyway, so my barber, we were talking about it, right? And I was like, man, I think I seen on the story. I was like, yo, were you at that Kanye thing? He was like, yeah, I was over there. A lot of people I knew were actually there. I wasn't gonna go to that shit. No. So
if this was like 10 years ago, maybe.
I was like, all right, so how was it? You know? I was like,
so how did that go?
I was like, why did he?
How was that for you?
I asked him. I think the first thing I asked was like, so why did he set himself on fire? Right? Like that's what I wanted to know.
Wait, he set himself on fire?
Yes. So he did this.
So he thinks he's like David Blaine, street magic.
I think he just doesn't really understand the fact that he's an actual human being. Like you can die.
So he's feeling immortal.
Yeah, I think he got issues there. Anyway, so he was like, you know, I was there, and what I saw was really dope, but
Questionable.
I just couldn't really tell you still what I had actually watched. He's like, I don't know what it was, but it was dope.
Was it like a Vegas show? Like you're not 100% sure what you're gonna see, but
it
it's
was
a
like
show.
there were cars and people
and I'm on
walking
shrooms
around
already,
the track.
so I might as well go.
Yeah, he said there were cars and people like walking around the track, and it was like a weird thing. He was like, it was cool. He was like, Kanye came out like an hour and a half late. Right, he was like, I had already gone through whatever I brought. Like I was blasted it on a whole nother level by the time he came, and he was like, yeah, I just don't know what it was technically. He was like, it was great, it was dope. Visually, I was like, this is awesome, but I don't know what I watched.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Kanye 10 years ago, I would have gone to that type of thing. Kanye now, I'm super good.
The thing
on
about
that.
it though, Kanye 10 years ago, you couldn't go because it was so expensive. Now you can't go.
Well, because
it's
Kanye
still
was
expensive,
was
but
a
it's even
normal
weirder.
person at that point in time. People like Kanye less normal. I prefer like at
I want
graduation where he
College
left things
Dropout.
at graduation. He could have picked up from there.
Yeah, because I mean that was a specific time. I remember when I bought like a lot of those albums. I remember, College Dropout came out, and I quite literally decided that I was gonna be a college dropout.
Like, you know what? Yeah, I don't need all those degrees. All the homeless people got newspaper.
Like there's no. Not that I decided all right because of Kanye. But like I remember it came out like it was at a time in my life during that point. Like I went back to college, and what happens has transpired. But I don't know. Like those albums were something else. Like
That's again
There was
the
a-
timepiece that's missing here.
Kanye is always going to be original, right? Because he is a one of one for sure. There's not another person quite like this man.
And he kind of just creates on his own.
Yeah, he's a genius creatively.
Yes, creatively.
Yes, creatively.
Creatively.
No, creatively he's a genius, and we know that. But he also gets in his way a lot, and we know that.
His marketing, as weird as it looks aesthetically, it seems to work for him.
Yeah,
So I guess it can't really.
But again, because he's one of one, these one of one antics are going to work for him because it's on brand with who he is.
I almost feel like whatever transpired between him and Jay hurt him more than most things that have happened.
No,
and not necessarily hurt him, but like affected him or changed the way he carried himself moving forward. Like I don't know. There was when Kanye was just he was a producer on the rock, and he had decided, yo, I'm gonna start rapping now. He put out this album. That was a different Kanye than
he's not
Sunday Service Donda.
He's not the same person, and that's fine. You can evolve, but there's something about
you can change and not evolve.
There's something about his music I don't really care for so much, and I mean I don't know. Like
I'll probably eventually listen to it, but I haven't even listened to.
There's a lot of songs on it, right? Am I incorrect when
I don't know.
that?
I haven't even looked at the track list.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of songs.
I haven't listened to this album or the one prior, so eventually I'll maybe turn them on and see what he gave us, but I don't really.
So I'm trying to find something just recently happened where Andre 3000
Oh yeah, I saw that.
was supposed to be on he did a song on Donda with Ye, right? Ye West. And
But because he was cursing on it,
well, yeah, because
he didn't realize it was supposed to be like clean and.
He wanted it to be clean, or that's his Andre's on a different level.
No, Kanye wanted it to be clean.
Oh,
It was
really?
supposed to, Donda was meant to be like a clean dedication album type of thing.
There's no cursing on that album at all?
I don't know, but I haven't listened to it, but based on what I read about this whole story, yes, there's no cursing, and ultimately Andre 3K's verse got scrapped.
I found it. Cool. All right, so yeah. No, but all right, so I didn't know that, but also the thing that happened is
With the Drake
he
thing.
didn't but when he started rapping on it, he said that there was no Drake diss
Yeah.
on the song.
Yeah.
It wasn't that song when he was on it.
Right.
And I'll read the statement. So a few weeks ago, Kanye reached out about me being on a part of the Donda album, or being a part of the Donda album. I was inspired by his idea to make a musical tribute to his mom. It felt appropriate for me to support the Donda concept by referencing my own mother, who passed away in 2013.
Yeah.
We both share that loss. I thought it was a beautiful choice to make a clean album, but unfortunately, I didn't know that it was the plan before I wrote and recorded my verse. So essentially, he wrote and recorded the verse, but after finding out, or before finding out, it's actually a clean album.
Yeah.
And I guess and then he continues. It was clear to me that an edited, clean format of the verse would not work with what the raw original. Where am I at? Also available. Wait. To me, that an edited, clean format of the verse would not work with having the raw original available. So, like, having people be able to hear both.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So, sadly, I had to be omitted from the original album release. The track I received and wrote to didn't have the diss verse on it, and we were also... the second page.
Were you having third grade reading level?
No, look. So it says "were," and then I got to find where "were" is on the next page.
This is why trying to read things on a pod makes you look like a stupid.
No, but last week you found two different articles. Now
they didn't have shit in order.
It's 2 pages. All right. So it's wait. Okay, the track I received and wrote to didn't have the diss verse on it, and we were hoping to make a more focused offering for the Donda album, but I guess things happen like that, like they are supposed to. It's unfortunate that it was released in this way, and 2 artists that I love are going back and forth. I wanted to be on Certified Lover Boy too. I just want to work with people that inspire me. Hopefully, I can work with Kendrick on his album. I'd love to work with Lil Baby, Tyler, and Jay-Z. Respect them all.
Yes, I read this yesterday.
Class act guy, always, all around.
For sure.
3 Stacks is fucking the epitome of hip hop's like I think if you were to say, all right, aliens are coming, right? But we need to show a representation of what hip hop is. Mm-hmm. Andre would probably be your the best representation of that. Very classy, right? Classy gentleman, intelligent.
I wouldn't direct him specifically at 3K. I would direct him to Outkast. Because you got both sides covered as well.
If you got one person you're looking to, it's 3 Stacks. His ability to rap out of this world and be the most eccentric human being you've ever seen walking around with flutes,
but also be a politically and socially conscious MC. And now that's why I say you got to have Outkast as well, because you got Big Boy has a different. Some of his content is a bit different.
The yin and yang.
Yeah, some of his content is things that 3K isn't really going to touch on much, but they balance each other out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that particular duo is a good intro to hip hop for many people in general.
I agree. But I think that would be a good thing. But either way,
so that statement that he put out was in response to Drake.
There's a Drake diss on the Kanye album.
But this was Drake, he leaked something in relation to Kanye, and when
they're going back and forth, right?
Right. Which is going to be ongoing for a while.
But the point of that statement is really that 3 Stacks wasn't on a song that was in support of a diss. The diss came later.
Yeah. He's like, for me, it's all love for all these people.
He was just trying to make it known that he loves
Which makes me feel like Kanye's on some shiesty shit, too.
Yeah, I don't really know about Kanye.
You're trying to drag other people into this to make it look like your side. I don't know what it is, but
I'm gonna listen eventually just to give it a shot. But I am gonna listen to Certified Lover Boy first. Mm-hmm. Maybe sometime this week. I realize I have a thing lately where I don't want to listen to things right away.
Yeah, I mean that's how I've been.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to hear." I'm like, "Listen, I'll wait a week or two. Let it get to the point where I'm ready to listen to it."
And evidently, it seems as though Kanye has been spotted out with Kim recently.
The rumors are true.
This is True Hollywood Stories. So I was like, oh, wow, look at this. Kanye, I don't know if that's another marketing tactic. I don't know what to believe with this guy, and that's my problem with Kanye. That's why I kind of stay away from most of what's happening with him. It really sucks that, anybody who's been representative of Chicago, he's the main one who has blown up, really, and he hasn't really done anything that is representing well. This is my problem.
He's not. Something wrong with Kanye.
Even when Rhyme Fest put out his album, a lot of people didn't really fuck with it too much. Whatever. I got it. I liked it.
I thought the Rhyme Fest album was pretty good.
Most of it,
he just reminded me that it existed.
He just screamed out Chicago pretty much every time he got a chance, and I was like, I fucks with him. You know?
I think anybody can be. I think most people will be in agreement when You talk about some like an artist from your hometown when they shout out
Yeah.
things you remember, you know about, or
And I don't want to disrespect like Common, Lupe, those of the world, but
like
Kanye is the biggest star to have come out of Chicago.
Yes, for sure. Lupe can rap his ass off. Common is dope, but like I do find him to be a little bit of a monotone, boring kind of rapper a lot of the time.
He has his joints, of course.
But and right, and it's just probably Kanye is the biggest artist to come out.
Yeah.
Twista obviously is somebody who is a Chicago staple. People
As far as
know
making
of.
like superstardom worldwide type of shit, like Kanye is
Yeah,
the representative
it's
of
Kanye.
Chicago, unfortunately.
It's Kanye. It's Kanye.
So, all right. You haven't listened to any of them yet. I don't really personally. I'm not like excited about like their exchange.
It is what it is.
Don't really care much about it.
I don't know what's. I see. That's the thing. That's why I have to listen to the albums because I don't know what's going on really.
Well, from what it seems like, this is basically how everything has developed. Kanye released information that Drake shared with him in confidence to put out his diss albums, and then Drake, in response to that, obviously talking to whatever shit he did, basically is riding this whole wave of, hey, I did fuck Kim.
He said that?
I don't know that he didn't explicitly say that. That's what everything like surrounding this whole. That's the speculation, right?
I heard everything you said.
And I don't doubt it.
Me neither. I'm pretty sure Drake has had probably your favorite actress's favorite actress.
Your favorite actress from your favorite shows and my favorite position. You know how it goes.
Kind of fucked up. Like
pretty hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
But he's Drake. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, he's fucking Drake.
Yeah, like that Luda skit. My girl, fucking Luda. Like he was mad excited about it. I would not be excited about such a thing.
No, I don't think so. Wouldn't be for me.
No, not at all. All right, so just to let y'all know, if you're water on Mars, there's not going to be an after party today. Some further birthday weekend festivities for the bro over here.
Yeah, we're not done yet. But
No.
Letting you get a heads up of what's going on.
Just let y'all know.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Pops wanted to bring me to one of those like seafood houses where they serve you a large portion of a specific seafood, like shellfish or whatnot.
Which would make sense because like if you're not gonna go to a seafood establishment and get fed something else.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the lobster.
Okay.
Maybe some crab legs. I'm not sure.
Now I've heard people say that lobster is overrated, and I heard people say, "Oh, lobster is rated perfectly."
Know what? I wanna see. So here's the thing. I've always said that I'll give it another shot because most of the time I think I haven't had good lobster.
I've tried it only at Joe's Crab Shack, I think.
Never had Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah, they shut down now for a reason. So.
Yes, I listen. I don't know exactly what I want to try. Crab legs. I just know crab legs can tend to be a little bit difficult of a task to open up. Sure.
They're more work than they are reward.
Like they're not worth it.
Right. Like I put a lot of effort in here to get this little fucking piece of meat, and it's not even that delicious. So I don't know.
Well, you got to smother it in the garlic butter, from what I understand.
But see, that's stupid because to me, if you have anything that's not necessarily your favorite meal, if you smother it in garlic butter, it's automatically going to be better.
Garlic butter crust at fucking Lou Malnati's.
Like, if you want me to eat broccoli, smother it in garlic butter, and I will probably be like, all right, cool, broccoli works for me now, Broccoli. That's a cheat code. And to me, it still doesn't make it any better because my problem with seafood pretty much across the board is the texture of it is like really, it's like a chewy thing that I just can't really get down with.
I'm not like an oyster guy. I've tried oysters, not my thing.
No.
Oysters are weird, actually. It's like eating like a concoction of some nasty shit. Like it's like a big ass booger.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot.
It's nasty.
So for me, I'm probably gonna do lobster. Then they got you can like put it together. Let me see. I think I have it still put up because I'm pretty sure these are popular places. People love these things.
As I get older, I want to be open minded and try things that like as a kid I was like, I laugh in your face. But it's I can't be completely out of my child.
So listen, they have Cajun and Creole type seafood, right? So featured dishes would include something like Alaskan snow crab legs, right? And then or like whole shrimp. You can do something like a hold on. See the menu. So they have it where you can pick your seafood by the pound, right? You can do it where you can pick.
And this is meant to be eaten in the establishment.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're picking it by the pound.
Yeah, they put it in this.
The hell kind of place is this?
I think they put it in this big ass bag, right? It's served in a bag, but it's all mixed together. Like so, the like I was telling you, it comes with. You can do potatoes, corn, sausage, steamed rice. I think it comes in a way where you can eat it together. Then they have a whole bunch of like side dishes and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty hungry too, so see how that works.
See, my problem.
I told Adam to come, but Adam doesn't like seafood enough to try and figure out what he might like.
No, my problem is two things right now. Is that I also am hungry, but also yes, do not enjoy food of the sea. You know,
Under the sea,
and
under the sea.
I'm sure, like, of all of the weird, darling,
What's he
it's better
say?
down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Darling, it's wetter.
No, darling,
Take it from me.
darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
That's what she said.
And you know what? Little Mermaid nasty.
Little Mermaid is a little nasty.
Sebastian the Crab. He came the crab for a reason.
I seen a video the other day of like it said the guy was like he was at the beach and the crab. It looked like it was digital for a second, but it wasn't because the way the crabs, this is how crabs look when they're coming at you. With two big ass eyes. It's like, what the fuck is this?
They be walking sideways and shit.
You said I got in a standoff with a crab, right? And this motherfucker and the way right, they walk in any direction, like they're like the queen on a chessboard. Like
It's so funny how like depending on where your place of residence is, you're exposed to different varieties of wildlife, right? So like we go and hang out on the beach, there's nothing but fucking like seagulls and like
all the
funk
nasty
from
shit,
nasty people. But if you go like to a tropical place, you go to like the California coastline, you're dealing with a bunch of different there's like jellyfish that wash up on shore, there's like shit that you won't see here.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, when I remember when we were in Jordan when I was a kid, because I haven't been in years, but we were in Aqaba, remember?
Yeah.
And they have, I remember seeing a sea urchin.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Hey, you gotta be careful with that shit. Don't step on them.
I was like, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. It looks like everything it has around, like, it looks like everything about that would hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a porcupine that's in the sea, essentially.
Like, you are a terrifying thing. And they eat them, you know, they cut them and they eat them.
Fuck all that. Like, why would you even want to touch them?
That shit's weird. I remember going in that glass bottom boat there.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty cool. I don't know. I know you weren't there. They were there. They said that it's become a lot nicer, a lot more.
Oh,
of a
yeah, I'm
resort.
sure.
Daniel was
Well,
there,
even when
right?
I was there in 06, like, it's really nice. It's like,
I remember it being a nice place in '94.
it's almost like, so obviously you got the desert, right? Like that's the majority of the just a village built in the desert, essentially. But then that's like it's like you switch lanes and go into this tropical, like, little fucking nice town. Like, you know, it's really weird because the only other place I've experienced that is
Like
in
a resort town.
yeah, but it's like a beach and like there's palm trees and it's like really like a beautiful type of setting that you might think you find like in a nice suburb here type of thing, you know?
Got it.
But like it's just, I don't know, it really threw me off guard. The only other place I've seen it was in Phoenix, and we started off so we were in Phoenix to start and then went to the Grand Canyon. And it's kind of the opposite. Like, you have the desert and cactus shit in Phoenix. And then as you make your way to the Grand Canyon, it, like, shifts. There's there's pine trees instead. Like, it's 20, 30 degrees chillier. Like, as soon as you cross over into that town. It's so weird, man.
It's random as hell, but that's why the world is so fucking dope.
Yeah.
The world there's so many things, man. It's like that, like, so, yeah. I look forward to, I want to go back at some point.
Yeah.
I do. I
There's a lot of places in that region I want to go.
Yeah, it's just the region itself is just like, do you want to travel through there as much as, you know what I mean?
It's not horrible depending where you go. Like, for instance, I want to go to Cairo. That's one of my next trips that I would like to take. Go and see the pyramids, whatnot. Like, it's one of the 7 wonders of the world. You got to go, you know? Then further down to, like, South Africa and shit. Like, that's the type of...
Yeah.
You're good for the most part in most of those places, you know?
You just got to travel correctly.
It's just when you're in that little little zone of
Be careful. Be vigilant.
yeah, you know.
Yes,
and
indeed.
obviously that's kind of
Do your best
gotten
to
a
not
little bit
stand
worse
out.
overseas now. Right now, we don't want to get too much into that, but obviously things are fucked up. So.
Yo, so Friday when we went out, right? Like I didn't have anything to wear. Like I realized my wardrobe is shit right now. Like I don't got anything.
Everything in my closet is meant for the pod.
It's fun. Dude, Vivi's in the room getting ready, and I was like, I tried on like, and I don't do this, but like I was like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to look like shit.
Right.
And I need to do laundry terribly, right? Like I was like, so I only had a certain few things. I'm like, fuck. Right in there, I was like, "How do you think? What do you think about this?" She's like,
I don't like it.
I was like, "Fuck."
Next.
I was like, all right, what about this? Fuck. And like last minute, like I was like, all right. I looked at what I had dry cleaned, and I was like, I had these like these like slack pants, but like like the nice, comfortable, like not Dockers, but similar to some like that were
Dickies.
They're like casual though, like they didn't look like just straight slacks.
Okay.
I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll throw these gray joints on. And like, so what I'm getting to for the most part is I think I found like what I like to rock to those situations now, like in those type of like environments. Cause you don't always want to wear sweats, and sweats are one of the only things I own.
So you almost like Dickies, essentially.
Not Dickies though. Like casual, like they were like a mix between jean and like khaki pants. Like slacks, but like
I'd have to really get like a visual.
but like but they're like
what you're talking
but
about.
they're just like they were like a nice fitted. They weren't like I'm rocking like suit pants, but they weren't jeans either. Like they're like it was just a nice. That's my phone. But like either way, and I rocked. I think I had these ones. I had these ones on.
Might be my dog. Did you hear?
No, this. What's going on?
Oh, I don't know.
Why does my phone keep vibrating?
I wonder if you can see Ben's face
My
in the
phone
camera.
is literally just keep vibrating now.
Birthday weekend, blowing you up? No.
I don't know. Not really.
Oh.
Well,
Well, never mind then.
Anyway, so like I wore these kicks and like I had like a fitted like I made the best of the worst situation you could possibly.
Put a little clean.
We had to be at the reservation till by like 8:40.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, it's like 8:10, and I'm like, and we're west of there, and it takes a minute to get to that point.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was like, I don't got shit. And last minute I pulled it together. I was like, I like this though. Like I felt good in it. I felt like, all right.
I'll tell you, the safety net for my wardrobe is really the shoe collection, because I'm like,
Yeah, but there's only so much you can do because
not really, because if you have a nice pair of kicks on, it can bring your outfit
But they
from like
have to be
to, like,
appropriate.
all right.
It has to be an appropriate
No,
pair.
for sure. But I got 50 pairs of shoes.
Exactly. But I'm saying like these worked with it, right? Because they were like a solid white clean shoe, and it was like that weather, right? September 3rd is like Labor Day, and it was kind of cool out, so the pants worked. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go with that. So I'm gonna buy me some nice because when it comes to t-shirts, I don't need nothing expensive. I just like nice quality, like fitted shit. Like it doesn't need to be nuts.
A couple $1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks.
I don't know nothing about that, man. Unless you're buying like a couple thousand t-shirts.
I just like a couple of.
I'm not gonna spend a couple thousand on like 5 shirts.
No,
at Saks.
no.
I don't know how. I couldn't even.
I don't think I've ever bought anything from Saks.
I don't even. Yeah, where is Saks?
Not on Fifth Avenue.
Only sack I know is my ball sack. And fifth sack, sixth. What is it? Sixth sack. I don't know nothing about it. Saks fifth. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
That's why I said it's on Fifth Avenue. But I think
do we have
different,
a Fifth Avenue?
I think it's in New York.
There's only one Saks.
No, that's like the main. That's like where it originated. You know what I mean? Like Saks is on Fifth Avenue, so now we're gonna be like, oh, this is Saks, and we're on Fifth Avenue, so we're gonna put it on the title.
We don't shop at such places.
Well,
we don't rent to these people.
Nip said it in Victory Lap, and that's why I went with it.
What?
You know what I mean?
Listen, all I know is I think I like that. It's simple. It probably would cost like $30 for an outfit after the shoes.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I don't need to spend a lot of money. I don't know how it would feel. Like, I don't know if I won the lottery today that I would know how to go about spending money on high-end clothing. I'd be like high-end. I'd be like, I think I would go like Purple Label Ralph Lauren maybe. That's that's as far as I know.
Yeah.
Some
LV slippers.
Yeah, like with no socks on, just because That's the only way I'll never rock socks with shoes. Like I think
Is it
I
their
think
Louis Vuitton? You got some red bottoms.
I
and
think
shit?
you might be a nasty motherfucker if you rock shoes with no socks.
You should
on.
never rock shoes with no socks on, especially
never-
if you plan on wearing those shoes again.
You should never throw a bong, kid. Never. No, I think yeah, man. They stink. Like the only way I'll do it is if all right, I got to run to the garbage real quick. I'll throw these on and do it. But like I'm not gonna go out for an extended period of time and just
You
be
know,
sockless.
what I'm curious to know is
It's almost like if you were to be if somebody comes to your crib and you're naked and you got to get fucking busy, right? Now your dick's
that's
all
called a
out.
callback.
That's a callback from a while back.
No, we talked about it again last week.
Oh.
What I'm curious to know is how many pairs of pants and shorts does the average man have in their closet? Because for me, during the summer, I rotate between shorts, right?
Would you put stuff?
So I got
Are you
like-
one of those people that put all your winter clothes away?
No. They're just in my closet.
They just be sitting there, right? Like I'm like, I just need them.
sort through them and move past them
I'll
as I
need
look for
them
what I'm
later.
looking for. Yeah.
Not gonna.
I'm not doing that.
BB be
What?
putting that shit in bins. I'm like, how you even remember what you got?
Right. No.
Before winters, before I remember.
Then
I had a
that means
coat.
like when winter comes, then I got to throw all that shit in the washer again, get all the wrinkles out. I can't be looking all wrinkly.
every winter I'm gonna have
Like,
a new
nah, I ain't
coat,
doing
and then 5 years later, I'm like, why do I have so many fucking winter coats?
But so look, during the
Keep forgetting
summertime,
I have it.
during the summertime, I rotate between shorts, like cargo shorts, basketball shorts, whatever. I got like 7, 8 pairs of shorts that I switch between.
Look at you, rich.
But during the wintertime, I got like 3 pairs of jeans. I don't give a fuck. I wear the same pair of jeans for like 2 days. Go and get some.
Listen.
And it's just a constant cycle
See,
of washing.
I don't know because I don't have a lot of jeans that I have like 3 pairs of jeans and I don't even wear them.
I
wear
know
s-
women that have
I
like
rock
90 pair of
I rock
yoga pants.
I rock sweatpants. I rock like shorts in the summer. In the winter, I have a
How
job
much is too
where-
much?
In the winter, I don't know. I have a lot of sweats. I have a lot of sweatpants.
Yeah.
But in the winter for work, I wear Dickies all day. Right? Like so.
You're gonna ruin my dickies.
Whites in the hots, colors in the. But I don't wear many pairs of jeans. That's why I liked what I wore on Friday because jeans to me are restricting, and I have this problem
They
right
are.
where people say that what is this man sitting shit they call it, where you're like where you have to sit like this, right? Because we have a dick, and people don't seem to understand that. Any guy who tells me yes, you could sit like this for an extended period of time, and tell me your dick doesn't get a little bit pissed off at you, you're fucking.
You know who I
lying.
feel bad for is the dudes who are able to completely like do the woman full with put their leg over the
I
other
can't
across
like
the leg.
even if I like.
Like, bro, you just completely crushed
Even-
everything, put things in different spots where they weren't supposed to be. Like,
I'd be like
you can't turn your dick into a division sign.
I'd be educating BB, right? I'd be like, I let her know how the dick's inner workings like happen.
Let me explain to you so you don't know.
Like I don't know if you guys know. I'd be like, you ever had your ball sack stick to your leg? She's like, what? I'd be like, well, right now my ball sack is sticking to my leg because it's fucking 200 degrees outside.
But women act like they don't know. Listen,
They
y'all got tits
Yeah.
and you get tit
Yeah,
sweat
but
and you get tit
but
chafe
that's not the same
and like
thing because their tits aren't between
they're
their
not.
legs.
They're not.
Imagine if you had
1000%.
If they had a tit between their legs, women would be sitting like this too because your tit is between your legs, right? What if that was a thing? Like women's tits weren't on the leg, but that because
dude, that whole zone would be amazing.
it would be confusing.
This is where tits, ass, and vagina. Man,
This is
great.
confusing to me.
Like I don't have to move.
One boob though.
One.
Yeah,
That's
right
fucked
here.
up.
That's what I'm saying. Well, there's a thing where women don't like on trains, right? So like if you sit, right, your legs are naturally going to be here because we're
Right.
men, right? And there's a dick there.
And men are not taught to keep their knees together from a young age, so it's
Yeah,
like
we're not here. Like it's even if I go like this, right? Naturally, my legs want to do this. It just is.
And in order for to do that comfortably, you got to literally lift your whole package and place them on top of your
also,
thighs.
I got
like,
a thing with listen, I know. So women can shift their titties, pull them out to feed babies all they want in public, right?
and they'll judge you for taking your ball and lift it off
but-
you die. It's fucked up.
I need people to understand that when we're doing this, most men, mind you, I don't know about the weirdos, are literally just trying to separate. I'm gonna give it to you right now where my balls are sitting. Right? No, like it's a thing where if you're standing or they might get a little attached or into a specific,
Especially during the summer, bro. It's hot.
A situation
The
that
sweat makes the ball stick.
doesn't lend itself to walking comfortable. Like sometimes you gotta pull your balls away from the rest of the things going on down there, right? And just free them for a second.
All right, this is one thing that I know I've had women tell me that they really appreciate. You get home, you pop the bra off, right? And it's like taking all that load off.
Right.
So basically, the same thing when you're lifting your sack off your thigh. It's just like giving it that. giving it some room, letting things breathe a little bit.
I just don't
some
understand.
relief.
There's no understanding of that.
confusing.
But I don't like the idea of man sitting or whatever the fuck. Yes, I guess it is called man sitting, but bitch, you do woman sitting too.
Why are women trying to shame us for everything we do?
Because there's man shaming that goes on more than people understand. It's ridiculous.
Fair, man. I don't like it.
I am a man. Hear me roar, goddammit. Fucker. I don't know what you take me as. What'd he say? Fucker. I don't know what you take me as or misunderstand the intelligence that Jay-Z has.
From rags to riches. I ain't dumb.
Yo, right now I'd like to rearrange my balls.
There's always rearranging that can happen. When we don't rearrange, it's just because like we've been so indoctrinated into not touching our dick in public because God knows you'll shame us for it, that we've basically learned to not have to touch it every single time something gets stuck. I don't know.
So it's uncomfortable to be told that you can't move your dick when your dick needs to be unmoved.
This is the plight of the man, all right?
Like,
just trying to let y'all know.
And that's why I talked to Vivi about it. I let her know. Sometimes, like, you know, there's pubic hair down there, right? And this might be a little graphic. And we won't go down this road.
And we'll stop right there.
But just understand that there are things that we do down there, not for your, like, not to be like, oh, look it, we got a dick and you're right there. No, we got a dick and it's right there. And we have to move it to the other side.
My expectation is that you are understanding of the fact that my dick is right here.
I get we're doing a lot of dick conversation. But, you know, this is just the way this is going to have to be today.
We just choose one topic every week where we over discuss and probably overshare. Yeah,
and that's when we get to sneakers.
Right. That's when we move on. Right. Well, you're the birthday boy. You start. You know.
Well, I mean, I've worn these before. That's why it's a good point to start at me, I guess. But yeah, no, I've decided to wear just the white ones today, man. They're still icy, so I said, fuck it, you know. And I didn't really have. You know, truth be told, I'm pretty much in the same situation I was on Friday with no clothes. So these are what I had clean. And I told Adam earlier, actually, I was going to switch shirts at halftime because I came in here with the intention to switch this shirt because I was just going to grab a 100th episode shirt and call it one. But I forgot. And then I almost did it in the middle of this episode. But then I was like, that would be weird. And then I got to explain to them why I do a wardrobe change.
No, listen. Your problem is that you always think that you got to explain to them why we did something. The best thing is to just let it happen and pretend like nothing changed.
Like if me and Adam, what if me and Adam were to like mid podcast, right? We would we went from the break. I'd
just change chairs.
I'd change chairs and change into each other's outfits. A mind fuck if you ever seen one. You'd be like,
you have to like keep rewinding. Like,
what the fuck was that?
Wait a second. No, that's.
You'd have to literally be like, this something's weird. But that would be funny and also a little weird because I don't want to change into his clothes mid podcast.
Yeah, word. I don't want to be in the clothes that you wore already today.
That goes in the same vein of like the only person's shoes I'll probably wear that's worn them before is Adam. Like I wouldn't want to wear somebody else's sneakers.
Yeah, people are gross.
Your feet stink.
Yeah,
sweat.
And you know that I have enough in the rotation to not where they ever get to that point unless
I wouldn't
choose.
I wouldn't even buy used shoes. Like that's the thing. Like
no.
Like again, I don't think I would want to do that.
Like if I went into like one of those, let's say I went into a Goodwill and they had like some stupid parent took their kids' collection of shoes while they were away at college and donated them, and now they're looking in pristine collection. They're like grails in there and shit. I would buy them, but only to sell them. I'm not going to put them on my feet.
Most definitely not.
You know. But what I do have on my feet, I bought these a couple years ago. I thought they would be like a nice little fall kick, you know, little earth tone type of shit. And then what really did it for me is this little purple tongue accent.
But it's like more like fuchsia. It's like
but it's in the purple family.
It's in the purple family.
Purple swag.
Purple's a fruit.
Yeah. So I decided to put these on. I have a little navy blue Yellowstone shirt because it's a little bit past.
It looks like black.
I think it's navy.
Pretty sure it's black, but it could be navy.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. But anyway, if it looks like it might be navy, I'm just going to go with the fact that it's probably navy. Right. But this commemorates the shirt, the trip to the Yellowstone that we took a little over a year ago now. You know, which
I just got a mug.
Yeah, I don't. You didn't do enough. I bought like even though
I
Sturgis,
don't do a lot of souveniring.
even though Sturgis is like a very what I would assume to be a very racist event. I bought a couple shirts to commemorate that. Like we were in the middle of COVID, and God only knew what was gonna happen at that point, right? Like it was August still. Like they weren't talking about having a vaccine ready.
They were terrified.
We were getting worse and worse by the day. Like so,
We decided to take a road trip.
we were like, "Fuck it, let's get out of here."
I'm a dude. He's a dude.
Yes. She's a dude and we're all
that
dudes.
song,
Yes.
I don't think they could do that song.
I think they can now, even more so.
It's more inclusive.
Yeah. Because we're all dudes.
Or dudettes.
Well, he said dudes, so we're all dudes.
Or dudettes.
What is a dudette?
Girl with dude.
It's the same question I have, like, what is a rocket?
I don't know.
Like, what the fuck is that? I don't know. Anyway, so I guess that'll do it for the most part here.
Yeah, I think we're at right at the right time.
It's about that time. So if y'all please can go right on ahead and hit that little subscribe button, maybe that little notification bell.
Watch along will be on Patreon soon.
It's on its way. You should automatically know what day the podcast come out at this point. But like, even if you do, just hit the notification bell in case you forget.
Appreciate that. Like us,
mean?
subscribe to us.
Hit us on all the socials.
Do all that you can for that.
You know
Please
what?
and thank you.
If you wake up randomly one day and you're like, man, I wonder what the K and KP boys are doing. Send us a DM on one of them things. We can talk like
tell.
What's good.
Yeah, I mean, some will vouch that we do, interact even individually, on social media. So,
yeah. I'll be busy, but like my phone give me notifications.
Right. So never feel, be afraid to hit us up and say what's going on, because we will respond back, man. We're not big enough yet to even.
We can't ignore you because it'd be very glaringly obvious that we're ignoring you.
Just like last week with that dumbass comment. Of course we're going to see it. So, I'm glad I got one in.
Shout out to the people who do send the positive vibes every week. We do appreciate y'all, man.
Most
Love y'all
definitely.
100%.
Indeed. Thank you for all y'all that watch.
So now we got things to do. And, Sam got things to do. I'm going to just do nothing. That was episode 108.
Yep.
Catch you all on 109. And in the meantime, y'all have a good holiday weekend. Y'all be finished, hopefully, I think, by the time.
Yeah, the weekend be done. So have a good Tuesday.
Yeah, enjoy your Tuesday, y'all.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Peace.